Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this press conference, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your considerable presence this afternoon. It is with genuine enthusiasm and a touch of emotion that I stand before you today, a month prior the inauguration of the Geneva International Motor Show 2024. This traditional pre-show press conference serves as the unveiling of the 91st edition, symbolizing the renaissance of our event. Indeed, after a hiatus of 4 years, the Games is reborn today with the profound conviction that it not only boasts a prestigious past, but more importantly, holds a significant role to play in the future of the automotive industry. This industry is, as you know, undergoing profound transformation. Numerous are the new dynamics and challenging it faces, be they technological, commercial, societal, political in nature. I am convinced, and we share the belief, that the automotive industry needs a voice, a resonating platform to be heard, and to maintain a closer connection with the public. The industry must demonstrate its evolution and the myriad of innovation it fosters. Ultimately, it is about reasserting the pivotal role that the automobile holds and will continue to hold in shaping the future of our society. Since 1905, the GIMS has served as the intersection between the public and the industry stakeholders. Over the decades, the influence of the Geneva International Motor Show and its reputation have established it as a preferred destination for unveiling the latest innovations, some of which have attained legendary status. This rich heritage bestows a legitimacy that serves as a foundation for encouraging a future around ambition around the event. Over the past 4 years, considerable time has been dedicated to a profound reflection on the GIMS. The rapid evolution of the automotive industry and the expansion of its ecosystem with the emergence of new players have significantly altered the foundation upon which this industry rested. Therefore, the moment was opportune for a re-evaluation of the event, ensuring it retains the role of being a true mirror of the industry that the Games embodies. It was imperative that it adapts to these new dynamics and approaches the challenges with an entrepreneurial philosophy. The mission to regain and maintain the appeal for both exhibitors and the public required a reinvention of the auto show experience. It aimed to make it even more informative, captivating, relevant, and exciting, in essence, more intellectually and experientially stimulating. These strategic reflection initially led to the international expansion of our GIMS brand. This initiative materialized with the hosting of the first edition of GIMS Qatar in Doha last October. Beyond a traditional auto show, GIMS Qatar embraced a decentralized festival format where automotive culture and excellence took center stage. Visitors had the opportunity to explore exhibition halls before venturing into the desert city or circuit to experience this innovative automotive festival. The event achieved resounding success both from the perspective of exhibitors and the public. 180 visitors attended, over 1,000 journalists covered the event, and our social media channels garnered over 1 billion impressions. Thus, armed with this comprehensive reflection and the insight gained from GIMS Qatar, the Geneva Motor Show approached its 2024 edition of renewal with unwavering motivation and unshakable conviction in the future. The theme Auto Future Now serves as the focal point for the 2024 edition of GIMS, drawing inspiration from the past while remaining open to future perspectives. GIMS 2024 embarks on a new chapter in its illustrious history. Pioneering in nature, it introduces a fresh approach to presenting the automotive industry to a wider audience, transforming the auto show visit into an eclectic life experience. Before handing over the floor to Sandro Mesquita, the CEO of GIMS, who will unveil the detailed content and program of GIMS 2024, here is the promotional video for this edition of the Geneva Motor Show.
Thank you, Alexandre. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this year we are doing things a bit differently. GIMS 2024 reopens its doors for the first time since 2019. And this year marks the 100 years anniversary of its first international edition held in 1924. This renaissance and jubilee provide the perfect opportunity to innovate and offer visitors an unprecedented level of experience in Geneva. Under one roof, the audience will not only enjoy the content presented by the exhibiting brands at their stands, but also a particularly diverse array of content initiated and curated by GIMS. This balance, or equilibrium, in the offering allows for an incredible diversity, catering to all tastes and expectations. Discovery, interactivity, immersion, and the lasting memories created are now crucial factors in the success of an event like ours. However, transformation does not imply wiping the slate clean of the past. The exhibitor stands remain an essential component of GIMS. This year, over 20 exhibitors, to be precise 29, have chosen to contribute to our renaissance and have joined our platform to unveil their latest innovations. No less than 15 world and European premieres have already been announced. These novelties and innovations come from global manufacturers, rising stars in the industry, creators of bespoke and limited edition cars, design studios, as well as mobility providers and technological companies. In addition to the traditional exhibition section, the GIMS experience revolves around various spaces. Two connecting hubs, the Cube, the main stage of the show, hosting various events such as the Forum and live performances throughout the week, and the Lounge, a convivial space conducive to discussions and networking. 4 thematic zones offering interactive experiences. Finally, the Classics Gallery, a successful concept introduced at our Doha event last October, which immediately became a strong identifier for the GIMS brand. Here in Geneva, we transpose the same concept but with a different theme. I will delve into more details about these different spaces later on. GIMS also innovates in its program designed to delight a broad audience. Notable events include the Forum during the VIP day on the afternoon of February 27, as well as design masterclasses offered by designer Frank Stephenson, a Gran Turismo simulator competition, along with a lineup of live entertainment, DJ performances, and musicians. We will have also an after-work party organized by our partner, 1FM Radio. But without further ado, let's proceed to what many of you have been eagerly anticipating, the list of exhibitors and the hall layout. Here is the hall layout and the comprehensive list of the 29 exhibitors present in Geneva. GIMS 2024 will occupy halls 2 and 4 of Palexpo, with all 3 hosting various F&B options. Although the format of this edition of the GIMS return is more compact than before, the diversity of participants remains extensive, promising a bright future. Within the walls of GIMS 2024, historical players of the show will present highly significant innovations such as the Renault Group. True to its tradition as a spotlight for new players, GIMS will be the stage for the debut of new brands venturing into the European market. Mention must be made of BYD, one of the world's largest manufacturers of new energy vehicles, or Lucid, the American luxury electric car manufacturer. Both, among others, are participating for the first time at the Geneva Motor Show. The tradition of exclusivity and excellence at GIMS is also upheld with the presence of bespoke specialists and limited series manufacturers such as Chimera, Totem Automobili, and RR. Newcomers in the mobility sectors will also be featured, including B-Way, a specialist in hydrogen technology integration, Microlino, a Swiss player in urban mobility, and DAB Motors, a French electric motorcycle manufacturer reinventing motorcycling in the era of electromobility. The theme Auto Future Now of GIMS 2024 encompasses a multitude of concepts that we deemed essential to decode. Therefore, we have established 4 thematic zones: Adrenaline, Design District, Mobility Lab, and Next World, that will not only host exhibitors but also offer an enticing and highly diversified range of exhibitions and interactive workshops open to all. Passion and performance are among the key elements of exceptional automobiles. The Adrenaline Zone will bring together, among other things, the most outstanding super and hypercars of the past 40 years on a single stage. alongside endurance racing models that have led the top Swiss drivers to victory in recent seasons. French manufacturer Lazaret will showcase the latest evolution of its flying motorcycle in this zone, an object that on its own is worth the visit. In a specially curated space, the Design District celebrates the arts of craftsmanship of automotive design. Pininfarina, the renowned Italian design studio, globally recognized, will unveil a functional concept car developed in a premier collaboration with one of the tech industry giants. During 6 90-minute masterclasses on February 28, 29 and March 1st, Frank Stephenson, the mind behind the style of some of the most iconic models of recent decades, will guide the audience through some of these key principles in design. The challenges surrounding individual motorized mobility are numerous and encompass various aspects such as its impact on the environment or safety. The Mobility Lab offers an exploration of the latest innovations from Microlino and DAB motors. Additionally, the FIA, celebrating its 120 years anniversary this year, will revisit in a dedicated exhibition the innovation that motorsports has initiated, which have now become industry standards. The partnership with the Gran Turismo franchise creators, Polyphony Digital, in the Next World Zone illustrates the variety of forms the future of the automobile can take, especially in its sporting dimension. This initiative aligns with GIMS' commitment to highlight initiatives from all perspectives that contribute to shaping the future of the automobile while uniting a younger audience. The zone will feature 5 simulators along with a Vision Gran Turismo concept car specially created for the game. Lastly, a competition is being organized throughout the week of the exhibition, offering special prizes for participants. As mentioned earlier, the Classics Gallery concept immediately established itself as a strong identifier for the GIMS brand. Inaugurated at GIMS Qatar last October, under the theme The World's Greatest Motorcars, the Classics Gallery of GIMS Qatar was a resounding success among both enthusiasts and the general public. It was only natural that the Classics Gallery would be transposed to Geneva for this 2024 edition. Marking the 100 years anniversary of the first international edition of GIMS, the Classics Gallery will showcase more than 35 iconic classic models that have left an indelible mark on automotive history, and the role of the show. These classics will be divided into 5 categories based on their launch year. More than half of the cars showcased were globally premiered at GIMS, and these same vehicles returned to Geneva for this special occasion, adding to the exceptional nature of this exhibition. Notable mentions include the Jaguar E-Type Coupe with the registration 9600 HP, presented by the founder of Jaguar at Parc des Eaux Vives in 1961, and the 1964 Porsche 901 Quick Blue. Finally, for the first time in history, the Classics Gallery will host, side by side, the 2 body styles that successively adorn the Bugatti Royale chassis 41111, the Esders Roadster, and the Binder Coupé de Ville. GIMS 2024 will take place over 7 days, opening to the public from February 27 to March 3rd. On Monday, February 26, the traditional Media Day will take place. It will start with the Car of the Year 2024 award ceremony at 8 a.m. CET. The ceremony will be held at the Car of the Year stand and will be broadcasted live on YouTube. Following will be the traditional round of exhibitor press conferences with a schedule set to be unveiled in mid-February. Additionally, in small groups, attendees will have the opportunity to take part in guided tours of the Classics Gallery. On February 27, the VIP Day will take place, designed for professionals and open to the public with a corresponding ticket. 3 highlights will mark this day. Firstly, the inauguration ceremony at 11:15 a.m. CET, in the presence of Federal Councillor Albert Rösti. In the afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. CET, the forum Auto Future Now will take place, open to everyone present at the show that day. Finally, at 6:30 p.m. CET, the vernissage cocktail will be held by invitation only. The public opening will run from February 28 to March 3rd, during which events such as Frank Stephenson masterclasses, the Gran Turismo competition, Swiss driver meet and greet, the Thursday after work, and extended evening hours until 10 p.m. CET will take place. The Car of the Year award celebrates its 60th anniversary in 2024. The 59 journalists comprising the jury will have the task of deciding which among the BMW 5 Series, BYD Seal, Kia EV9, Peugeot 3008, Renault Scenic, Toyota CHR, and Volvo EX30 will be awarded the title of Car of the Year 2024. The winner, along with the 6 finalists of the competition, will be showcased at the Car of the Year stand throughout the duration of the exhibition. Between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. on February 27, the forum Auto Future Now will be the gathering place where automotive technology and design leaders convene to exchange ideas and debate the future of automobile. Topics will span electromobility, design evolution, autonomous driving, and the impacts of sustainability developments in motorsports. Moderated by Roger Atkins, the panel of discussion will feature, among others, Nathalie Robin, CEO of the FIA, Luca De Meo, CEO of the Renault Group, the renowned designer Chris Bengal, Marco Paroni, CMO of Julius Baer Bank, the global funding partner of the Formula E World Championship, and Frédéric Bertrand, CEO and team manager of Mahindra Racing. If GIMS serves as a privileged meeting place for automotive industry, leaders, and the intersection between exhibitors and the public, it also boosts an entertaining dimension. On Thursday, February 29, an after-work evening will take place from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. CET. The entertainment will be provided by 1FM, the radio partner of GIMS, which will relocate its happy hour show to the exhibition halls for the occasion. The public will also have the unique opportunity to explore the Hazel of Palexpo in the evening, as the exhibition will be open for night session until 10 p.m. While the revival of GIMS places a strong emphasis on the experiential aspects of the visit, the impact of digital communication remains of paramount importance in today's landscape. We successfully witnessed this during GIMS Qatar last October, where we garnered no less than 1 billion impressions on social media. GIMS TV serves as our broadcasting channel on social networks. Alexandra Le Gouy will host the daily show, daily recapping the day's highlights, showcasing the latest premieres, and conducting interviews with personalities encountered during the show. The daily show will also be broadcast on the channels of Blick, our print and web media partner. Here are the official opening hours for GIMS 2024. From 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. during the Media Day and VIP Day, Monday, February 26 and Tuesday, February 27. From 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays, starting Wednesday, February 28, with extended hours until 10 p.m. on Thursday, February 29, and from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the weekend. As usual, accredited members of the press will have access to the exhibition 1 hour before the official opening on public days. The ticket sales for GIMS 2024 have been open since January 15. We highly recommend purchasing tickets online through our website, genevamotorshow.com. Ticket availability at the on-site counters will be limited. Special rates are available for groups of 10 or more people for the VIP day and public days. Starting February 6, our partner Railway CFF SBB will sell discounted train tickets on its website for travels from your residence to Geneva and back. The promotion code to be entered during the purchase of the train ticket can be found on the GIMS entry tickets, which must be purchased in advance. The organization of an event like GIMS would be impossible without the support of strong and dedicated partners. For the 2024 edition, we can count on Blick, our print and web media partner, 1FM, our radio media partner, and Railway for the public transportation offer. I take this opportunity to express my gratitude for their trust and unwavering commitment. I have come to the end of my presentation, and I thank you for your attention. I will now yield the floor to our president, Alexandre de Senarclan, for a final message and concluding remarks before the Q&A session.
Thank you, Sandro. As you can see, the rebirth of GIMS is the result of careful consideration, thoughtful weighing of interest, meticulous conceptualization, and above all, the exemplary commitment of our team to this project. We cannot afford to play with a heritage that is more than a century old. We are set to deliver a show of quality, innovation, and one that sets several milestones for the future. Because the future is already taking shape next year, in 2025, we have two appointments for you. The first, around the same date, in February-March, for the Geneva Motor Show 2025. The final dates will be communicated as usual at the end of the 2024 edition. The second appointment will be in November 2025 for the second edition of the GIMS Qatar in Doha, for which some brands have already expressed their interest. The final date will be announced following the announcement of the dates for the Qatar F1 Grand Prix 2025, most likely at the end of November or early December. We will maintain our festival parallel to the Grand Prix, ensuring a proper celebration of automotive excellence. In conclusion, as you have understood, GIMS undergoes a transformation with a completely new approach to the Auto Salon, bringing new energy to the traditional exhibition for an unprecedented visitor experience. Our motivation is at its peak, and we move forward with a fighting spirit and a strong desire to see the new GIMS grow in the coming years. Thank you very much for your attention, and now we can begin the Q&A session. So we have question from Marianne, Switzerland. You said that the GIMS has a new innovative concept. What is new? Can you tell us a bit more about it? Sandro?
Yes, thank you, Alexandre. Yes, as explained in the speech, the aim for the 2024 edition was not only to come back, but to come back with a new way of doing motor shows. And this new way is in the production and the creation of our of new content that is complementary to the content that is bringing by the brands on their stands. So for that, we have created these 4 thematic zones that will help the visitors to decode what are the changes that are happening in the automotive industry. And besides these 4 zones, we have obviously also new connections hubs like the lounge, like the cube, where people will have the opportunity to exchange, to network during the motor show.
Thank you. We have a second question, which is, why do you think there is still a need for motor shows today? We see that many of them are in decline. I can try to answer that one. We are convinced, actually, at the GIMS of our concept, which is not only to be a platform for brands, but also to bring more substance. And we are convinced by the need to give some emotion to the visitors. You know, you can buy a car on the internet, fine, but a car is also about emotion, about grasping the car, a wheel, and to see it, to go into it. And we are convinced that it's very important, and we are convinced that in the coming years, the GIMS will come bigger and bigger, because we'll convince the brands that we are a very important platform for them and for the public.
Yes, so there is another question here. How did the ticket sales start? How many visitors do you expect? Good. So yes, we started the selling of ticket on January 15, and it started quite well. So till today, we have sold 12,000 tickets, and our ambition and objective is to welcome 200,000 visitors in this edition in 2024. I see another question. Yeah.
Yes, there is a question of Chandra. There is a sudden dip in OEM participation. Can you please explain why other OEM are coming? What are reveals planned by BYD, MG, Lucid, and Renault? You want to take that one?
Yes. So regarding the the question about the reveals, I invite you maybe to wait. This is an information that will be communicated by the brands directly. What we can tell you is that we have so far registered 15 world and regional reveals. This is what we have so far as information.
And the question of Gatien Hugo, is the list of exhibitor definitive or just provisional? I think it's quite definitive.
It's quite definitive, yeah.
We cannot see other question at this stage. We wait a bit. Other question, how do you evaluate and comment the absence of such a great group like Stellantis and other like Japanese? From a question from Andrea.
So, yes, as you know, we've been absent for 4 years, and let's be honest, we have been out of the radars because of this absence. So this is important now to be back, and just to reconfirm that we are back not only for one edition but also for the next editions. We have some of the OEMs that consider or to not participate because they didn't had novelties to present at this moment. Other ones decided to skip this edition because of strategies. So again, we believe that it was important to come back this year. We have already discussions going on for next year edition, and we believe that it's a restart, and we will have opportunities to have new groups coming to the show next years.
Question of Marianne, will it be a mobility show or more a car show?
Yes, so we stay with the car at the center. This is part of the DNA of the Geneva Motor Show. However, we are focusing on the car of today and of tomorrow. So we embrace all the ecosystem from the automotive industry, and we have some exhibitors that are not only presenting cars but also presenting motorbikes or scooters. But this is true that we believe that the automotive industry is, I would say, strong enough to have a dedicated platform like ours to communicate not only about the novelties that they will showcase, but also about finally their point of view on the industry. So yes, Geneva stays a car show, but embracing also the evolution of the mobility of the car industry.
A question related to GIMS 2025. The question is, what will be the rhythm of the future show? Will there be a GIMS 2025? Yes, definitely. We are planning already the GIMS 2025. Again, we are convinced by our concept. We are convinced that this edition, which is the Rebirth edition, will be a large success. With a large attendance of the public, and we are convinced that some brands that are not coming in 2024 will be convinced and will be willing to take part to the 2025 edition. So we will grow, and we are in an entrepreneur venture, and each year we are convinced we're going to be bigger.
So maybe we can ask for maybe a last question, if there is anyone.
what we can say is that we are looking forward to meeting you in Geneva now in 1 month's time. It's going to be a great show, and we are looking forward to meeting you. That was just a break to make sure that the last question come.
It seems that the last question.
A last question. Someone.
Sorry.
The last question disappeared. Okay. Yes, there is last question. Can you give any insight on international visitor? Where are international visitor majorly expected?
So in terms of visitors profile, if we look at the past years, so the large majority of visitors in the Geneva Motor Show were coming from Switzerland and France. And we believe it will be the same for the 2025 edition. There is also visitors obviously coming also from Italy, from Germany, and some from UK. But the majority is coming from Switzerland and France. And there is the very last question.
Is the public entry price not too high for a reduced edition? From Gilles Eger.
I would say no. I think the price, it depends with what you compare, because I think if you compare with a lot of other entertaining shows, I think the price is quite attractive. We are investing this year a lot in the content production, and the public will be amazed, I'm sure, with all the experiences that we prepared for them for this new edition.
And as you know, there is reduced price for elderly people, for young people, for students, and for group. Okay. I think we are done with these
Q&A. Yeah.
Q&A. We thank you very much, and again, we look forward to seeing you at this big show and to meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you soon.